Okay, we have two problems here that are going to make up the homework part of practicing for homework 19. The first one is dealing with percent change, where a jacket's price was $80 and was reduced to $60. Find the absolute change and the percent change. And so when we go for the absolute change, we got to start with the new price, which is $60, and subtract the old price, which is $80. And we actually get a negative value here. We see that we subtract and get $20, and the stronger of the two values is negative, so we wind up with a negative value here of $20. That's the change in the price. If they said, what's the reduction of the price? The answer to that would be $20, because the reduction already includes the fact that the price is dropping. But if they ask you for the change, it's your responsibility to tell them if it's dropping using a negative sign. Now the relative one will then lead to the percent. So the percent change is going to take what we just found, which is the negative sign and the dollar sign and the $20, and put it over the original. Not the lowest or whatever you saw last. The original way this thing started, because it changed off the original price. And of those two, the price was 80 before it became 60. So we're going to put it over dollars and 80 and then multiply by 100 with a percent sign. Now when you're entering this in your calculator, don't hit the percent sign, because if you do, it'll take the 100% and divide it by 100, make it back to 1, and it makes it useless and makes it look way too small. But you're going to put the 100 in there and then write the percent sign, or if it's in Connect Math and the percent sign is already sitting there, you're going to multiply by 100 and jam it in front of their percent sign. So this winds up being negative 25%. It doesn't have the dollar signs anymore. It does have the negative sign. It does have the percent sign, and you wind up with a 25% reduction in the price of that. Now here's why I suggested that people learn how to do the proportion method for percents, because I can tell you what the wrong answer for this is. But rather than do that, let me do it right for you first, and then I can drop back if you didn't get it and help you see why you might need to change your approach to getting this done. The original price was cut by 20%. So here I have 100%, and I drop it by 20%, so I'm going to get 80%. And I go over here, 80 over 100, percent over 100 equals is over of. The new price is made up of the old price. So new is and old of. The original price was cut by 20%. So what happens is the original price was 100% and the new price goes with 80%, and they gave me something. They said a video game sold for $56 on sale. So the sale price on this one is the lower price, the 80% of the other big numbers. So the lower price is where the 80% is on top. That's where my $56 goes. And then I'll put my X here, and now X needs me to go ahead and divide by 80. Up top, I need the $56 along with the 100, which doesn't have a dollar sign on it. I'm going to find this was a $70 video game, and that's perfect. Now the way to get this thing wrong is to go ahead and try and find 20% of $56, all right? Half of $56, well, let's see, $56, 10% of it would be $5.60, so $11.20 would be what people would think. Okay, $11.20 is 20% of the 56. So there's an extra $11.20, and you add the 11.20 to the 56, get 67.20. That's incorrect, because you're never taking 20% of the $56. You must be taking 20% of the 70. So if you take the $70, find out what 20% of that unknown thing is, it'll make 14 and get you to 56. But you can't find it the other way, because you can't find a number based on a number you're looking for. You have to get that number based on a number you already know. So that's why I would encourage people to learn the proportion method. And that's it for this homework.